Welcome. My name is Rajguru, and today we will explore how to be mindful throughout the day using open awareness meditation. First, let's start with why would we want to be mindful, present throughout the day. So for me, one of my challenges was because my life is quite comfortable, safe, job, money, friends, family. So yeah, I was always in autopilot mode most of the time, at least. And that meant there was not so much of joy or beauty in everyday life. So this whole idea of continuous mindfulness brought a major shift in my life, because first, by bringing moment to moment awareness all throughout the day, I started to be more and more aware of, I'm aware I'm doing this, I'm aware I'm doing that. So instead of being in this autopilot mode, kind of like a little bit of darkness, I started to feel much more alive. Okay, this is what's going on. I know this, and I feel so much more awake, alive. And then even doing little things, everyday things, suddenly became so much more joyful. The stress started to disappear, and just little things became so much more beautiful. So I did not necessarily need to look for. Before, I would always look for joy by doing something exciting, going away on a weekend trip, or hiking, or dancing, or dinner with friends, and they're all, of course, still great things. But this is so empowering for me that being able to find that huge amount of joy with simple everyday things. Okay, and then how do we do this? By bringing open awareness meditation in our life. Because I remember first time when my meditation teacher, who is this famous Buddhist monk in Myanmar, told me about bringing mindfulness in my daily life, and even said, Abhi, I don't want you to meditate just 20 minutes a day or 1 hour a day. I want you to meditate 16 hours a day. I'm like, sounds nice, but how do I actually do that? And that's where he would teach us open awareness meditation. Buddha gave 4 foundations of mindfulness, 4 ways on how to be present. And the 4th foundation he gave was mindfulness of Dharma, which we can use a simple practical English translation as open awareness. What is open awareness? So instead of only having one object for our meditation, for example, just focusing on breath or on the body or on the feelings, instead of any of that, we simply say literally open awareness. So wherever our mind goes naturally, that becomes our object of meditation. So if right now I'm aware that I'm looking at screen, great, I'm aware of that. Then if I become aware of some sound that I can hear in the background, great, the sound is my object of meditation. I'm aware that I'm hearing. Or I realize my feet are touching the ground. Then that's my meditation, is open awareness. So letting my mind go wherever it wants to go, rather than directing it, you must go here or you must only go there. This is open awareness meditation. And what are the benefits of open awareness meditation? For me, there are a couple of really worthwhile benefits. First, in my daily life, I'm so used to of making a specific goal, plan on how to get there, and then working hard. So I'm always in this striving, achieving mode. Well, that's of course useful while I'm at work, but for my spiritual life, that became more of a roadblock. So with open awareness, it was something quite new and refreshing, that there was no specific goal. There's no box, because even with meditation, usually I would have a box that, okay, it's only now the body, or maybe chanting some sound or mantra, or only looking at my feelings, only being aware of my mind. So this was really interesting, no goal. And second thing, I was so used to of controlling everything, that this is what I want, this kind of structure, again, that meditation box. So this is so new and refreshing, because that means I can let go of my control. Wherever the awareness goes naturally, it's perfectly fine. So that I found really worthwhile, where I could not have a goal, not strive, let go of my control, and whatever happens naturally, let it happen. And how do we do this, practically speaking? We have 5 senses or 6 senses. A lot of you will know at least the 5 senses: seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. These are our 5 senses. And our 6th sense, for our purpose, we could simply say the mind. When the Buddha says the mind, it's bigger than what we think typically as mind, but that's topic for another day. But the most simple activity of the mind that we can actually be aware of to practice our meditation is perhaps the thinking, or even some feelings and emotions. So any of our 6 senses that we can be aware of from moment to moment helps us practice open awareness meditation. So practically speaking, I could ask myself, every 10 seconds or so, what am I aware of right now through any of my 6 sense doors? I'm aware of looking at the wall right now. Next time, I'm aware of some sound in the background. Next time, I'm aware of my mind thinking. And the beauty here is I don't need to do anything to bring it back to the object. If I realize that my mind is thinking, that's fine. And next time, if I check in again, if it's still thinking, no problem. My job is not to direct the mind here or here. Let it go wherever it wants to. I just simply keep on observing it. So the analogy I can use here is typically when we are meditating, it's like we are taking our dog out on a leash. So we are telling the dog, you must only go here, because that's where I want you to go. And that also brought a set of challenges for me. Whereas instead, with this, it's like we are taking a 5-year-old child with us in a park. So we let the child go where it wants to go. If it wants to go there, that's okay. We just keep an eye on him. Yep, he's there and I'm aware, no problem. If he goes there, yep, he's going there, I'm aware. If he's going there, yep, he's going there and I'm aware, no problem. And I found this such a refreshing approach. And funny enough, although this is not the goal, my mind actually started to become more and more quiet. And it just felt so natural and effortless. There was no, effort or striving. Yeah, I found that really worthwhile. And with this type of meditation that we are practicing, Vipassana meditation, where unlike Samatha meditation or relaxation meditation, our goal here is continuous awareness and wisdom. So this approach really helps us bring that continuous awareness and then wisdom to life by bringing in this simple, effortless, natural awareness without any goals or objects or this little box that we have to fit in. And the beauty was, before I could only meditate if things were really quiet, peaceful, but now everything can be my meditation object. So if there is a lot of noise in the background, that's just the object of my meditation, no worries. Or I'm feeling angry or agitated, that's fine, this feeling is now the object of my meditation. And if I'm running around, or if people are running to get from A to B, or it's like, okay, I'm aware that I'm in a hurry and I'm rushing to go from A to B. So yeah, for me this was so interesting, and then I was like, this is something I can actually practically do throughout my life, even being in my busy everyday life in Melbourne City. I can actually practice this. It's not something that I can only practice 20 minutes a day sitting down quietly in my room or somewhere in Asia. So yeah, this was very transformative for me. There is also a separate guided meditation for this open awareness and continuous mindfulness. If you would like to try that, I invite you to give it a try. And any other questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you everyone. May we all be peaceful.